Hi, so thank you for joining me today. I'm going to start off with ringing the singing bowl. Try to listen for the vibration to the very end. Relax the body, relax the mind. And if anything is stressing you out right now, what I want you to do is just simply put it to the side and remind yourself to be here and now, moment by moment. And we're going to begin. Start off with breathing in and out, moment by moment. Remind yourself that it's not about running ahead of yourself, but just breathing. Relax the body, but sit up a little bit straighter in your spine, using your belly as the point, the core in which you sit up out of your pelvic bowl. Imagine a flower growing up out of the soil, and it sits up high, but it lifts. And as you lift your body out of your pelvic bowl, I want you to take a nice breath in, relax the shoulders, and then allow this to be your basically the place where you come back to throughout the practice, your safe space. Bring our attention down to our feet. Notice the feet and how they sit on the floor beneath you. Notice the width of them. Notice the toes, the bones, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons. And really bring your attention to the sole of your foot, that bottom part of your foot that's touching the ground for support. In your mind's eye, you want to bring your attention here so that you can just feel that connection to the ground underneath you. And take about 3 or 4 breaths and imagine that you're able to breathe down to this sole of the foot, the lowest part of the body that's on the ground, grounded, feeling the contact of the floor underneath. And see if you can let all your weight fall from your shoulders down your body, from your legs down your knees, from your knees down to the heels, and from the heels down into the soles of these feet. Let the burden be on the floor right now. Try to let go. Let the weight fall to the floor. And while we're here, you can consider how letting go can be part of this practice. Breathing in and out. Mm, if you like, you can maybe even say a prayer here, giving yourself an opportunity. It's part of your practice to connect with God in a way that maybe sometimes you're running ahead of yourself and you forget to do. It's easy to get caught up in things. Give yourself an opportunity here to maybe cast your burdens onto God, letting go of this control. Try to let go of this control inside your body as well, and just use the breath as it is to just be. Let go a little bit more and see what it would feel like to have no burdens right now. Imagine what that would look like for you. And with this visualization, just continue to breathe into this space. What would it taste like? What would it look like? How would it be different, if it would be different at all? How would it sound? And when you take out the factors of control, see if it looks any different from how things are today. For most of this practice, we're going to work on trying to let go of our control. Take a moment to scan the body, coming up now from the soles of those feet. And in your mind's eye, bring your detailed attention, that cultivated awareness up through the body, from the legs to the knees, the thighs, the hips, the belly, the chest, the shoulders, arms, elbows, the lower arm, the wrists, the fingertips, even the nail bed, the throat, the face, the head. Let things be as they are. And notice any part in your body where you might be trying to have control. Notice where you're resistant. You're just simply observing this without trying to change it. Notice if there's any places that you feel like you want to stay there longer because they're pleasurable. And again, just let it be as it is without trying to adjust it to force yourself to stay there. Allow your mind to now naturally go to any part of the body that you're drawing attention to without questioning or judging this choice. Try to let go even more by relaxing the full body while you're here. See if you can breathe into that space that you're feeling this cultivated attention and awareness drawing you in. And allow your mind to just go with it without standing in your own way. The more you relax the body and continue to breathe into that space of where your mind is just going, being aware and acknowledging your breath here in the present moment, the more you'll be able to let go of this need for control. Keep breathing. And in your mind's eye, I want you to bring in and cultivate awareness around what faith looks like to you. Just as you have the security and trust that the floor underneath you is going to support you. In your mind's eye, try to cultivate the same awareness and attention around faith. Focus on this faith. Feel it, embody it. And in your detailed mind, try to consider again what this feels like in touch, what it feels like in your emotions, what it looks like in your mentality when you're faithful. Even how it maybe changes your breath cycle when you consider what faith is. Maybe it eases your breath a little bit to be faithful, to know that all things work out and for the good of God, and that we are God's children, so we are being faithful. All things should work out for our good as well. Not because externally we can control what happens to us, but because internally we let go of this need for control. And instead, we fill ourselves with faith and trust. What does it look like to be filled with this? In your mind's eye, cultivate this attention to detail, but keep it here in the present moment, not so much in using your imagination out there, but using this ability for your creative thought process and your imagination here in the present moment, feeling faith, acknowledging trust, letting go of this idea of control, knowing that control is just an idea. It's a almost like a state of mind and you have a choice. It's not saying that there's no use for control. We're just saying right now there's no need for us to be controlling in this practice. And for the rest of this class, I want you to anchor in on this faith, breathing into those spaces where you may be feeling your attention is drawn to, and using your faith there in those spaces through each breath and what you've cultivated around what it looks like and it feels like, allowing yourself to just be faithful for the rest of this practice, moment by moment, in this present moment awareness, feeling the truth of this moment. If you like, you can, if your eyes are not closed, you can close them and continue to breathe in and out. And if your eyes are open, just stay fixated in front of you. Noticing how the breath impacts the body and how this idea of faith cultivates this different kind of breath through the body. The rest of this practice, you can continue to breathe in and out. You can meditate. You can pray. But just embody this present moment experience as being real. If at any time your mind drifts or wanders, bring it back by taking a breath in. Keep bringing the mind back in a compassionate way. Surrender those things that you can't control and relax the body, knowing that you just don't have to control it. If you don't control it, what's going to happen? When you let go, trust yourself in letting go. Surrender these burdens to Jesus Christ. And just let it be. going to ring the singing bowl. You're welcome to continue with this meditation practice as long as you like. You can take all, none, or part of this practice with you throughout the day. And if you need to come back to any moment, you can simply take a breath and breathe. Just letting go of this idea of control for today, moment by moment. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.